Last night on The Flash, we had the return of Grodd. You know, that giant gorilla that can control people with his mind. For all the cheesy CGI that this show will sometimes have, Grodd was pretty impressive. It wasn't that hard for me to buy into the idea that this giant gorilla was real. I thought this last season too. I'm aware that this show has a television budget, but I would put that gorilla up against any blockbuster CGI any day. Maybe that's just me. I'm a little afraid to watch the crossover in 2 weeks because I know Cisco will get his heart broken. I don't want to see him get hurt, but we all know that Kendra will be Hawkgirl and her destiny lies with Carter. Of course, I did warn him, although since he is fictional and I am real, he probably didn't get the message. This episode really only had one major plot point. Grodd. Sure, we mentioned a few others, but nothing really substantial, which meant that we got to focus on a more personal story and less on saving the day. And this week we dealt with a doubting Barry. Throughout the show, Barry has struggled with his doubts. He doubted he could be a superhero or defeat Wells. We even opened up this season with him doubting that he could work with other people, that if he were alone, everyone would be better off for it. And last night we met with him doubting his ability to save the city from Zoom. Doubting oneself is human, and I suppose for a superhero, that doubt gets amplified a great deal. That kind of pressure, the weight of the world, that can't be good for said hero's mental health. I've said it before, but I really do love when these shows play up the human side of these heroes. Since often with superheroes on the screen, it's all about saving the day, we don't really care about the person doing it. And it's not like you can talk to someone about how you're feeling when you're the only one in the room who can really feel that way. The only other person with powers is Cisco, and he barely understands his ability. And with his legs out of commission, it's not like he could run to Star City and back to have a conversation with his Archer friend. He is isolated physically, which only amplifies his emotional states. Sure, his dad showed up to help Barry move past all that, but I doubt this will be the last time we'll see Barry doubting his abilities. So my favorite moment of this episode was Harry trying to play Dr. Wells. Tom was playing a character that he played all last season, but this time he had to play it through another character. Not too many actors get to play the same character twice, 2 different ways. And then you get to have the second character doing an imitation of the first. That just has to be fun for an actor. A couple other quick thoughts. First, playing In Your Eyes when Cisco was wooing Kendra at the end of the episode. Classic. Second, Caitlin has a killer right hook. I wouldn't piss her off for real. Third, when Iris finally tells her father about his long-lost son, how will he react? And finally, Barry, you need to tell Patty you are the Flash. She's not stupid. She's gonna figure it out eventually like Iris did last season. And I'm thinking she won't be as understanding as she was at the end of last night's episode. I thought for a second that he was going to tell her, but then he fed her some bull about his father instead. And speaking of his father, I guess we finally found out why he left so abruptly. He didn't want to have to deal with all those people thinking he killed his wife. I don't blame him for that. I'm going to close out this video, like I do, with my favorite Cisco line. What are you doing? If Harry wants to go, bye. To which I replied, yeah, let him go. Sure, Harry helped out in the end, but at the time, I was agreeing with Cisco and Barry. If he doesn't want to be here, don't make him stay. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.